What's up guys, welcome back, it's KongBoy. Today I'll be explaining music NFTs and how they're going to change the industry as well as the relationship between artists and fans. Music NFTs will prioritize the focus on creators and their listeners first. Artists can be more fairly paid for a variety of reasons, but primarily because they can turn their music into NFTs, which fans can purchase and interact with, and benefit from features such as revenue sharing, for example. This would add an element of scarcity and give the most dedicated fans or anyone who wants to bet on an artist a chance to earn a share of the revenue. Of course, there would be a balance that needs to be met between scarcity and accessibility, but NFT music platforms would give artists the power and choice to decide what is optimal for them and their community of listeners. Of course, as the world becomes ever more digital, accelerated by increased risks of pandemics, artists will have to rely less on real-life events to make money, which previously made up around 80% of what an artist would make. Music NFTs could allow musicians and traditional artists to collaborate by combining their work with digital art and digital music to create a single piece of artwork that would overlap both fan bases. These could also have embedded features and benefits exclusive to NFT holders and the most committed fans. This would mean that even without real-life events being held, it could allow for a more close and direct relationship with fans, leading to a better overall experience. This gives listeners more insight and a say in how they can better support their artists to allow for more fair compensation. Listeners could even be able to integrate the songs that they own as NFTs in various games to allow for, let's say, a Fortnite-style Victory Royale celebration where the song is playing at the end. Like I mentioned, music NFTs would vastly simplify and eliminate middlemen from the process, which take part of the earnings, leaving more to be given out to the artists and partial owners of a record, for example, held by fans. Artists would have nearly all control over how they monetize their music and can choose what royalties they could set on secondary markets. They would also not be limited to a single platform, for example, and can have a universally set price and a royalty percentage as fans purchase either initially or on secondary markets. Audius is a decentralized streaming platform that completely flips the revenue model, from artists only being able to earn 10% of what was generated to now being able to make 90% of the revenue from the platform. Using the app Sound, the artist RAC was able to make $68,000 from 2 NFTs and 200 collectors, which is equivalent to the revenue generated from 7 million Spotify streams. It's safe to say that the novelty of this technology certainly helped to make this much, but it's going to be a lot more than the average once these things become mainstream. Music NFTs let artists publish music much quicker, as well as get paid a lot faster, and possibly be able to earn based on a pay-per-play system. And like I already mentioned, it would definitely help remove a lot of the middlemen and could eliminate extreme control that labels could possibly have on artists. From a tech standpoint, music NFTs are very similar to art NFTs in that they're stored on the blockchain and in control of the user through their wallet. But from a business perspective, they're going to operate very differently since there's a lot more customization and changes that can be made. The term crypto media was first used on Reddit a few years ago and then popularized by the platform Zora, which they say it's a concept of digital work that can be universally viewed with built-in property rights and revenue sharing, as well as other functions that can include things like being an access pass to some event that creators can set up. The album When You See Yourself by Kings of Leon was the very first music NFT, which was released in March of 2021. Death Row Records, owned by Snoop Dogg and originally released in the 90s, became the first ever NFT-based record label, which they used Gala Games to release the album back on Death Row. While it's very early in the history of music NFTs, it has a long way to go before it can be taken seriously, and it has a lot of room to mature. But right now, most of the popular music NFTs are coming from artists that made their career before NFTs were even a thing. So it's still yet to be proved that some smaller artists can make their name in Web3, but there is a lot of time. There are a lot of projects doing really cool things and experimenting in the NFT music industry, and I'm really excited to see what comes out in the next few years. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll see you later.